Hello, my name is David from the Gold Coast and Your Time Freedom Life. Thank you for looking at this presentation. Hopefully by the end of this presentation, you'll get a more of an idea on how we can help you build an income online. So this is the simple three-step blueprint to build an income online doing what you love to do, and how ambitious people exploring ways to build income online with done-for-you offers, systems, and support, which I'll go through more in just a moment. So just a disclaimer before we start, this is a general presentation. There's no guarantees of any success or any income, because obviously if you don't do any work, just like a normal job, you're not going to earn anything. So there's no guarantee of income or results. It's definitely up to you. But by the time I get through the next lot of information, I'm sure you agree that we're going to make it so easy for you that a lot of people are having such huge success around the world, and possibly you could be one of those as well. So who is this for? So this is for people that are open to exploring something that you can start alongside what you're already doing. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family and friends and things that actually matter. You realize that life can change quickly and you want to prepare for the unexpected. You enjoy helping others and also making an impact. You're an action taker. So you're not a procrastinator, you're an action taker. You're thinking about your future and know something needs to change because you can't keep doing what you've always done. Expect something to be different. You want to build something that fits into your life but doesn't take over your life. And you're definitely open to doing things differently to get a different result. So this is not for you if you're looking for a get-rich-quick outcome. There is no get-rich-quick outcome. This is not for you if you want results without putting in any effort. You're not open to learning or doing things differently. You're committed to your current situation more than actually creating change. This is not for you if you're focused on reasons why it won't work versus reasons why it will work. So we want to be really clear. This is for people that want to change their life and have a better lifestyle. Okay, so the world has shifted really fast, just recently. There are millions of jobs that are being expected and have already been replaced by AI. AI is changing how people work and earn. So just goes to show that how things can change very, very quickly. The cost of living keeps going up, fuel, food, etc. Working from home is now a necessity, not a luxury. Stable jobs aren't as secure as they once were. More people are looking for flexibility, independent income streams, and the old way of working is changing whether we like it or not. So the bottom line is the change is already here. So do you want to adapt to the change or be forced to do it later on? So there really is no surprises, and I'm not going to have any surprises during the rest of this presentation. I'm going to lay out exactly clearly how this will possibly work for you. So before we do that, that is me, some pictures of me you can see up there on my jet ski with my beautiful partner, Jessie, and also talking on stage, as well as doing some travel as well. Now, in the last 8 years, I've been able to travel to around 13 different countries. I have spent, in some cases, weeks or months overseas. I've bought cars and jet skis and been on planes, hundreds and hundreds of flights, and seen things that I would never have dreamed of, or some people wait a lifetime to do. So I'm very, very grateful for my lifestyle and what I've seen already, but there is a lot more to come, I can tell you. However, it wasn't always this way. So, I didn't come from anything special. I spent many years as an entrepreneur without making decent money. I did presentations in people's homes. I dropped pamphlets in letterboxes. I went to meetings and trainings. And my best month, I only earned a couple of $1,000s after many, many years of effort. I felt like I was being a bit fake because I was telling people about my lifestyle, but realistically, I was living week to week and driving Uber to support myself. So I wanted to share this with you to show you that, what is possible is all based upon yourself. In fact, that picture of me there is in the Hilton Hotel in Mexico somewhere. And I was showing people my lifestyle, but I'd put everything on my credit card to get there. So I felt like I was being a bit dishonest with people, which is why now I share all my information exactly how, it changed my life from what it was before. So I tried everything, as I mentioned before. I called friends and family. I messaged people on Facebook. I attended sales meetings in pubs and clubs. I sold in people's homes. I used to go to people's homes and do presentations, letterbox drops, posters. I used to build sales funnels. If you know what a sales funnel is, if you don't, that's fine. I used to build websites and I used to do low ticket network marketing. And I used to do, everything possible I could to try and earn money. I tried really hard, probably harder than most people. And I did make money, but it was never anything that I could step away from my work. So imagine a lifestyle where you get to choose. So you get to choose when you go on holidays, you get to choose what you want to do every day, you get to choose when you wake up. Imagine being able to make decisions not based upon money. That's what we're talking about here. So I'm going to show you the simple three-step framework. So it's really easy. So first of all, step one is to learn how people are getting started online without needing to creating their own product, sorry, build a large audience or navigate technology. Because a lot of people don't have the skills and a lot of people don't know how to create their own product and sell on like Amazon or eBay or do drop shipping or things like that. We're also going to show you how to plug into systems and automation. So to learn how digital tools and automation can support you. So doing most of the heavy lifting for you while you're enjoying your life. And step three is the cheat code. So how mentorship, community, and structured processes can help you build momentum and develop your skills. And if that doesn't make any sense at the moment, that's fine. I'm going to go through these steps one by one. So here's what else you're going to unlock, how to plug into a model that is already being used by others. There's no reinventing the wheel. So something that's already successful, that's already working all around the world by various different people. We're going to show you how to plug into that. The biggest mistakes people make when they start online, how to avoid them, and a simple path you can follow based upon your current lifestyle and your time availability. So let's begin. So let's start simply. Learn how people are getting started online without needing to recreate or create their own product, build a large audience, or navigate complex technology. The bigger the problem, sorry, the bigger the opportunities. There's lots of problems out there in the world, so that means a lot of people make money from problems. When you solve a problem, you generally make someone happy, and then you have a sale or a transaction. So some of the biggest problems out there at the moment are health and fitness. So there is something like just in Australia, 40 to 45% of people are grossly overweight. In America, it's a lot harder. We're not selling weight loss, by the way, so I'll get to that in just a moment. Weight loss is also a big problem. People can't lose weight because of time restrictions or just the diet they have. Longevity. So there's a lot of problems out there with things that come and go. And also, there's a lot of things that people don't address, like preventative medicine. So a lot of people like take a pill and everything will get better by taking pills. So we want to help people with preventative disease. There's also a big problem with environmental impacts out there. A lot of talk around that as well as single-use plastics, which is a big topic all around the world, and chemicals and toxins in our home, which is a big one because obviously, with kids and stuff like that, that's a big issue as well. And also the cost of living, of course, which is one of the biggest ones. All right, so there's some of the things that are the big problems in the world. Oh, let me just go back here. Okay, so let's move on. So you might have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it talks about the cash flow quadrant, and it talks about, where you have a job, you don't have much time and you don't really have the right money and there's no leverage. Then there's you having your own job and having people work for you. So you have a system, people work for you, but you don't have a lot of time as a business owner. Maybe you own a job, like you're self-employed, and again, you don't have time. And then there's only so much money you can make because it's usually just you. And the last one is, the investor quadrant, which is where money works for you and you have passive income. And that's the one we're focusing on. Okay, so that is the main one. So it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter, and definitely multiplying your impact. So once you leverage your time and you gain your freedom, flexibility, you get more control over your life. So How do you do that? What do you sell? What do you sell online that people are going to buy from you? So if you create your own product, it's a long process, and I've been there and done that, and it takes a long time to sell that product, no matter what that product is, whether it's, makeup or candles or something like that. You've got to invent the product and you've got to market the product. But if there's a product out there already that's already selling, it's so much easier just to align with that product. So your own product can take a long time to create. You don't know whether people are going to buy it in the end. You're guessing what the market wants. Usually there's a high upfront cost. You got to spend money to make money. You're responsible for everything. There's a big risk. There's no proof that it will continue or sustain itself in the long term. And I've done it before with my own products, and believe me, it's hard work. A proven product is, really easy because you don't have to create anything. You don't have to test anything. It's already there. There's already demand out there. The product and market are already validated. There's less time to set things up. Systems are in place, and then you can focus purely on activities like marketing and sales, which I'm going to cover shortly. Now, if you're no good at sales, I've got that covered for you as well. So, speaking from experience, it's much better to already have something that's there, it's already working, rather than you trying to do something yourself. So, build from scratch, you don't have control, time, and the risk. But if you partner with something that's already existing, you've got that speed, you've got that leverage and support. So there's a lot of products out there which we call low ticket, and there's also high ticket. Low ticket is things that are small commissions. They sell for small amounts of money, usually under $100, and you have to sell a lot of them to make any real money. So in other words, if you only got paid $10 to make a sale, you would need 100 sales, 100 customers to make 1,000. So you got to do a lot more work for less money. It feels like you're always working and always supporting people if they're also not making sales. So if you've got people working for you in a low ticket company or, an MLM or something like that, you've always got people that are, support, they need support all the time and constant training. So where high ticket, you get larger commissions, you don't need as many sales, and it's designed for sustainability, not being burnt out. You can achieve a lot more with the same effort. So I'm speaking from experience. I have done this before. I've done the low ticket stuff before. Low ticket is things like selling weight loss or selling makeup or skincare or things like that, which are all fantastic. They're all great companies, and there's probably some stage in your life, if you haven't bought them already, someone's tried to sell them to you or you've tried to sell them, and I've done the same thing myself. But you've got to have a lot of customers to make any really decent money. We're talking thousands and thousands of customers. Whereas with high ticket, you don't need a lot of sales to make money. For example, when people sell real estate, the real estate agent gets paid thousands of dollars for one sale. When people sell luxury cars, usually the salesperson gets thousands of dollars for one sale. And also high ticket consumer products, whether it be for the home or something else, when someone buys one, the salesperson usually makes a lot of money. So it's much easier to make one sale versus 100 sales. Does that make sense? So step 2 is automation and systems. So automation helps take care of the process so you don't have to do everything yourself. So once you find yourself a proven product, how do you find buyers to actually buy that? Well, it's fairly simple. Your product, which is called an offer, needs to be seen by an audience. In the old days, this is done with yellow pages in the newspaper, on the radio, and people would hear or see that offer. But that's all changed. Now we have social media marketing. So we have social media marketing on the internet. We'll talk about that in a moment, both free and paid marketing. People see that, they click on a link, it goes into what we call a sales funnel. And then once it goes through, then you get paid once you're a customer. So it's a lot easier. So social media marketing can be done for free. We call organic marketing. And it also can be done with low budget paid ads. All right. So low budget paid ads, I'm talking a few dollars a day that you could spend on ads that could turn into a lot of money for you. So being that I've had businesses before, you've usually got to spend some money on advertising to get customers. So whether it be in that newspaper, radio, on the internet, etc., you got to spend money to get customers, and we'll show you how to do that either at no cost with free organic marketing, which a lot of people have done, or with a small budget so you can build your business. So social media ads are fantastic. You've probably seen them all in your phone all the time. Ads popping up. I've bought so many things from social media ads on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. And people see those ads and they go, oh, that resonates with me. They're done specifically and they go, okay, I need to buy one of those things. And of course, you can target certain people. You can target, men, women, mums, travelers, fitness people, and you can have ads running all around the world in different countries 24/7. Even when you're not at your computer, not at your phone, you're on holidays, people could be clicking on your ad, entering their details, going through your system and literally buying products without you being there. I've done this many times and I can tell you it's an amazing feeling when you're on holidays and you're making sales while you're away. It's great. So you can actually build what we call organic marketing, and a lot of people do that just by sharing their information on their phone. Hey, you're probably on your phone right now sharing pictures, adventures. You're probably telling people about certain places, but you're just not getting paid for it. There's 5.22 billion users on social media, and we'll teach you how to create a brand. So you're not selling on Facebook. You're not going buy my stuff, but you're creating a brand so people get interested and want to know more about what you're doing. So the secret is to have a sales funnel, which works 24/7. That creates awareness and interest, and then people make a decision, take some action, and then you get paid. Now, if this is not making any sense at the moment, that's okay. We'll be going through this a lot more. But you've probably seen ads like this one here, where you see like a before and after picture, and you go, oh, I want to know how to lose weight. And then you click on it, and it says get access to your weight loss journey or something like that. And then you get the information. That's called a sales funnel. It's very, very common. You've probably seen these all over the internet, and I've bought many things using sales funnel. So don't worry about the sales funnel. We're going to actually set that up for you, okay? Automation looks like this. Someone clicks on your link that we've already done for you, so you don't have to make your own sales funnel. We do it for you. Someone clicks on your link, they go to the funnel, they get a text message, they watch a presentation or a webinar, they book a call with one of our consultants. We confirm that, and then that consultant will talk to your person for you. So you don't actually have to sell anything. We've got a team of people that will actually talk to your potential customers for you. How cool is that? One of the biggest reasons why people don't do stuff online is they say, I'm no good at selling, I'm no good at talking to people. We have solved that problem for you. So the cheat code is the mentorship and the community, because one of the things you'd know is that, working by yourself or, trying to do something yourself without support is very, very difficult. It's like trying to play a football game with one person and no coach. It's just not going to work. You need a team of people behind you, and that's what we've got. We've got great support and mentorship from some of the top people, not just in Australia, but around the world, people that have made huge amounts of money and will teach you how to build your business on the internet, just like I'm talking to you now. So we have all the experts to do that for you. We also have high-level mentors. These are people that earn huge amounts of money that you could only dream of, and they also do training as well within what I'm about to share with you. We have live events, we have weekly calls, and we have a community of over 10,000 people which all support you, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's recap this. The three-step framework is why people choose to partner with existing offers, because it's a lot simpler. Timing and positioning, so when you get involved with something online, you want to be involved in something that's trending, and how a business can be operated from different locations and how you can work your business around your free time. So more flexibility, which is what everyone's looking for. So imagine if this was all possible, and what happens if you could shorten the learning curve by leveraging what we've already created, using our systems and support. Wouldn't that be worth exploring further? Yeah, so if you're nodding yes and you're still with me, let's carry on. So who do we partner with and what are we talking about? Well, we partner with a company called Enagic. which is a Japanese-based health company. They're in Okinawa, they're in Japan, and they've been around for 52 years as I'm recording this. So they've been around a long time. It's a family-owned business, and they make health products, different types of health products for your home. So they are absolutely incredible. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They've got so many certificates and so many awards, and they're well known around the world in some certain circles, especially in the health circles. But again, it's still a growing business. So why Enagic? Well, they've been around for 52 years. They've got a 500-year vision. They're in health and wellness, and they create different products. One of their biggest products is a machine that's called a water ionizer, and it has electrolyzed reduced water, which restores the body to the optimal state of health. This one machine, this one ionizer, is an all-in-one machine. It has over 68 different uses, and it replaces all the chemicals in your home, replaces all the drinks in your home, gets rid of everything that creates toxicity in your home. Now, they also have other products as well, which we'll go into more later. But these machines have been around for decades, and a lot of people into health and wellness will promote these products just without even thinking about it. So there are a lot of top athletes around the world that use these products. Sometimes they talk about it, sometimes they don't, but the company has been around for a very, very long time. So they're an award-winning company, and there's only been 3 million of these machines sold around the world. Now remember, there's billions of people around the world, and only 3 million have been sold in the last 52 years. So there's a huge demand out there, and the company is, from Okinawa, which is known as the place where more centenarians, can't say that word, centenarians live. So more people live to 100 in Okinawa than anywhere else around the world. So they're also known to be some of the healthiest people on the planet, and that's because of their water and also their lifestyle. And the products that the company produces all reflect that. So that's really, really amazing. Now, is the market saturated? Well, probably people have seen things about ionizers and health products, but I tell you, the health industry is worth a fortune. Just the ionizer market is valued at 3.5 billion in 2025, but it's projected to reach 7.74 billion. If you think about all the people out there that buy plastic water, so that's the water, in the plastic bottles, there's a billion bottles of plastic water sold every single day. You use it once and then it's thrown away, and that plastic goes in the environment out to sea. Plus the microplastics in that water is terrible, and there's plenty of studies that show that those microplastics in bottled water are causing cancer. And I've got a lot more detail on that, and you'll see that in the videos, but that's one of the reasons that this product was amazing, because people don't have to keep buying plastic water. So how does it work? Well, here's a basic commission structure, because at the end of the day, people start a business to earn money. When people buy all the products from you, and there's different products, people can buy one product or they can buy all the products from you. On your first 1 to 2 sales, you'll make $984 on those first 2 sales. So imagine that, 2 customers for nearly $2,000. That's pretty good, right? When you get to the next level, which is 3 sales, on 5 sales, you earn nearly $2,000, and so on and so on. Now, the great news about these sales is that you don't have to do all these sales. So even though you can see the sales there, when someone buys a product from you and they also make a sale, you also earn commission from them. So that is pretty amazing, right? So just have a look at that for just a moment. Excuse me. All right, so let's go on to the next slide. So let's go. Oh, I think I've missed one there. No, I've got the right slide. There we go. Okay. So have a look at that strategy. Is that your sales, when you buy a product, you're buying it from someone else, but when you buy the other products, you actually sell them to yourself. So you get commission from buying your own products. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but you actually get money from buying your own products. after your first sale. And this is the commission that you're looking at. So the first 5 people in your organization that all buy 5 products, you would earn $15,000 in commission. And then the next 6 ones, you'd earn $45,000 in commission. Okay. So the company pays over 57% in commissions to its distributors, which is a huge amount of money. All right. So they pay more than half of the sale price of the products to the distributors, which is amazing. Now, sometimes people just want to invest in one product, which is perfectly fine. They'll just buy an ionizer and later on they'll invest in the other products. So you can start how you want. But to give you an idea, if you just started with a single machine for yourself, on your first sale and your second sale, you earn $400 each, which is $800. Once you've made a couple of sales, you then earn $800 per machine. Once you've sold, you can see there 20 sales, you would earn $1,200 per machine, and so on, right up to $2,400. So you can see the numbers. Even if you don't understand the numbers, you can see the numbers, and they are very high. We're not talking $10 and $20 here for a sale. We're talking hundreds and thousands of dollars for each sale. And it gets even better because each time one of your customers makes a sale, you also get paid, and you get paid the same amount, which is amazing. All right. Absolutely staggering. So this is definitely we'll call a career path, and you can see here some of the figures. Once people get to certain levels, there is large amounts of cash bonuses to be given to those people. And also the company has an incentive program where they'll pay you bonuses for reaching certain targets, and even a system where they'll pay you a monthly amount if you meet the target. So absolutely incredible. And this is one of the main reasons why I joined the company. So we've covered a lot of information so far. But information alone is not going to help you, right? So when we bring these things together, okay, so we've already got a product, we've already got the systems, we've already got the training, then everything just starts to click, right? So you don't have to figure this out alone. You don't have to come up with your own product. You don't have to look for something to sell. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. You don't have to learn all this stuff and build a funnel and spend thousands of dollars hiring people to teach you, waste years in frustration like I did, work by yourself, make a lot of mistakes, and that's why a lot of people give up. We actually support you all the way. So what would change for you if you had the right guidance, support, and a pathway, and you had a clear path forward? What if there was people supporting you all the way and had your back and said, you can do this? So, we are giving you the exact strategy that's being used by thousands of people around the world that have created huge success for themselves and changed their life. So you can start, an online business, an online stream without previous experience. So if you're brand new, you've never done it before, we'll show you how to do that. You can also do it without quitting your current job or without changing anything you're doing at the moment. You can do this as we call a side hustle or in your spare time. So your next steps would be to book a discovery call. Now that's worth $99 US. And that is a private strategy call with one of our personally trained advisors to help you bridge the gap from where you are now to where you want to be, get any questions you have answered, and also give you support to get your business up and running as soon as possible. All right. So imagine speaking to one of the experts and going through this discovery process, which is absolutely amazing. But stick with me because I want to tell you a little bit more. So you would get a discovery call, which is worth $99 US. You would go through the discovery process, which is also worth $99. Okay, so that's the process itself is pretty amazing. We teach you and show you how to go through and how to do the next steps, answer any questions, show you all the videos that I watched when I got started that will help you start your own business. So also you get access to our training and education hub. Now, really, this is priceless because it's taken us, nearly 10 years to put this all together with thousands of hours of work. It's worth $2,497, being conservative because I paid a lot more than that for some training. It's all in one place, so all the training you ever need is in one spot. There's no need for you to go out and buy books and CDs and audios or podcasts because we give you all the information in one spot. So you'll get access to all of this, plus our live support, plus our weekly feedback and our community motivation call. So you can see how much that's worth there. All right, so you also get access to our Facebook community and our Telegram chat. So it doesn't matter where you are around the world, you'll be getting support all the time. So this is all valued at a large amount of money. You can see there that's worth, over $3,000 all up. So you get all the automations, the plug and play, the do it for you system, everything. The funnel's built, like everything is there given to you. You can see that this is absolutely amazing value, all in one, even invites to our amazing global events that we have around the world. So you would get also invited to our world-class events. We have these in different countries. We've got one coming up in Sweden. We've had them in New Zealand, Australia, America, and a few other places, Japan as well. And these events are where we celebrate your lifestyle and your achievements. Absolutely amazing. And so you get a whole package. So imagine all of I've spoken to, and you could access it for just $199 US. Wouldn't that be amazing? And you'd get a 30-day money back guarantee. So $199, 30-day money back guarantee. But wait, before we go further and before you go, oh, I don't know if I got $199 right now. Soon as you stay with me this far, and I can see that you're obviously ready to take action because you're still here and you want to change your life. That's why you found me. What if I gave you this for free? What if I gave it to you today for zero, just for a week to try it out and see if it's for you? Now that would be crazy, right? Why would I do that? Well, we want to help as many people as we can. So right now, if you take action, you can get access to everything I talked about for $0 today. All right. Access to your discovery call, talk to the mentor, have a look at all the training and all that sort of stuff for $0. So what are you waiting for? This is absolutely the best offer I've ever seen. And I encourage you to jump at the chance to do this. So imagine if all this did was connect you to amazing, like-minded people, allow you the flexibility to earn income online and have more fun. Wouldn't it be worth it? Absolutely. I mean, we've got some amazing people in our community. We've got thousands of success stories, thousands and thousands. There are people in our community that have completely changed their life. They've literally bought new cars, bought homes, they've taken their kids and put them into homeschool. They've been able to quit their jobs. They've done all sorts of amazing things, and these are just some of them, and there are thousands of them. So what are the next steps? You would click on the link, which is either below or in a link, or you'd reach out to me, log in and book your discovery call. So do that within 48 hours, complete your discovery process, and then get started. So that's it. So what are you waiting for? Get started now. Reach out to me if you can't see the link below. And I love showing this to people, and I'm looking forward to, seeing you and seeing your results, and just cheering you on to your success. So thanks for being with me, and I'm looking forward to you getting started.